Wizard 19 Foxtrot Zulu, direct Inna.
Direct Inna, Wizard 19 Foxtrot.
Так. Что у нас нету? Ничего тут контроля.
We got a 2-4 Mike, wind calm, runway 33, Cleveland, vacate Sierra 2.
Cleveland 33, vacate Sierra 2, Wizard 2 for Mike. Wizard 8765, dobry wieczór, continue. Co to ja proszę, Wizard 79 Charlie Yankee 1 vacate, contact ground 118.105, diameter complete.
I'm out for the walk around.
Okej. Idzie pogulej.
Hotel 7190, confirm established. Hotel 7190, contact tower 129.255. Hotel 7190, radar set is terminated to ground.
Clear plan.
Foxtrot Zulu descent altitude 6,500 feet QNH 1017.
Descending 6,500 feet, QNH 1017,
Magic Sound 7004, continue descent flight level 110. Call you soon for further.
Continuing descent level 110, Magic Sound 7004. Wizard 2 for Mike, taxi Zulu Mike 10.
019 Fox Zulu, descent 5000.
Descending to 5,000 feet, 019 Fox Zulu.
Pakistan 7004, descent altitude 5000 feet, QNH 1017, immediate destination.
Descending 5,000 feet, QNH 1017, Pakistan 7004.
Hi, the security and safety
Yes,
check are all
please.
done. Are we good to start boarding? Thanks.
I'm back and no issues on the walk around.
With rate 765 for Case Foxtrot, contact ground 118 witamy w frequency ground. Runway 54 Quebec Hotel, Krakow Tower, good evening, line up runway 07 wait. Line up on wait, runway 07.
019 Fox Zulu, descent 4000 feet, QNH 1017, feet for RNC, approach runway 07, report financial consumption.
Descend 4,000 feet, clear, number 07, and we'll call you back on final, someone, Fox 7. Runway 54 Quebec Hotel, wind 050 degrees 4 knots, runway 07, clear for takeoff. Have a good night, bye-bye.
Glide slow.
Pull up.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Sink rate. Pull up. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Glide slow. Bank angle. Bank angle.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. 2,500. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 30.
Echo February, dobry wieczór, 3911, descending 120 on course to Kulknam,
Wind
information
shear.
kilo onward weather.
Wind shear. Wind shear.
3911, approach
Too
to
low,
Bridge,
terrain.
contact, proceed kilo 602
Caution,
in
terrain.
next, continue descent by level 100, information Lima.
Continue to kilo 602, then IMNAS and descend by level 100, thank Lima, log 3911.
TCAS test. Pass.
Pakistan 7004, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1017, feet for RNC, approach runway 08, report financial consumption.
Hi, here's a fuel slip.
Thanks.
Welcome. Have a nice flight.
Requested DC clearance.
Good morning. German wings 2136. German wings 2136 is at the gate. Requesting ATC clearance.
Zulu, contact tower, 1
Pre-flight checklist.
Okay, clear to our destination as filed. Squawk code as assigned. German wings 2136. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen
Tested 100, pressed.
tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Auto normal. Window heat on. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instrument.
Set and check it.
Heading 094. Altimeter 1020. Parking brake.
Set.
Are you positive? Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, no pushback. Start on the stand. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It will be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust, landing at flaps 5 takeoff. We will configure for a non-standard bleeds off takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call, reject, or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with conditions and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call, confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted at or above, flaps up, maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust, and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are over our maximum landing weight, so if we are able, we will hold and burn off fuel before returning to the airport. The departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. We'll use NADP2. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Так.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we cleared to close?
Clear to close.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
To provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact the flight.
Please disconnect to the ground equipment.
Roger, disconnected to Chief View and Air. Continue climb elevation 0, right now,
You got the door light here.
If you are seated in an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Request start clearance.
Proceed Romeo Oscar Echo, Ryanair 54 Quebec Hotel. Thank you.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for port safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment on this
Request start clearance.
Regulations require compliance with this
Roger,
information
CPU and air
along
disconnected.
instructions.
Ground, German wings 2136. Requesting start clearance. Okay, clear to start. مشكور. German wings 2136.
It is our policy that you
Before
keep
start
yourself fastened
checklist.
at all times while seated.
Before
Doors
start
are clearly
checklist,
marked
flight
with
deck door
exit signs and
closed and
instructions
locked.
for door
MCP.
operation. Each door
Set
is
and check.
equipped with an escape sign.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and check.
Locate the exit nearest
CD
you and your
pre-flight.
exit may be behind you.
Completed.
Other
Any
and element trim.
emergency lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a
3
panel
and
will
0.
open and oxygen mask
Taxi
will
and
appear.
takeoff briefing.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask towards you to start the flow of
Completed.
oxygen. Oxygen
Anti-collision
will be
light
flowing to the
on.
mask
Before
even though
start
the way
checklist
may not
complete.
inflate.
Start
Cover your
sequence
nose
is
and
2
mouth with
and
the
1.
mask.
With
Place
19
the
for
elastic
Zero
band
Pacific Alpha
around your head
Ground
and
1181.
tighten by pulling on the end.
Check
Your seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull up and remove the cushion. Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold on to the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located
Start
above your
engine
seat.
2.
Thank you for your attention.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure. Starter cutout.
Starting engine 1.
Number 2 stable.
Starting number 1. Starting engine 1.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure.
4000 feet, QNH 1017, please for RMP approach runway 07, report final.
Descent to 4000 feet, QNH 1017, please for RMP approach runway 07, call you and establish on final track, along 3911.
Flaps 5. Flight control check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Starter cutout.
Before taxi checklist.
Number 1 stable. Standby. Standby. Engine bleeds off. Flap movement check.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve closed. Engine start switches continuous. Recoil
Checked.
check it. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle tent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before start checklist complete.
Request taxi clearance.
Ground. Good morning. German wings.
Clear on the left.
2136. Ready for taxi. Clear to taxi. German wings. 2136. Clear right.
Пулково трафик, Сибирь. Пулково трафик, Сибирь, 10.04. Начинаем руление на 10-ю правую.
Flight deck. Okay, shukran. Captain, the cabin is secured.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
Set and check it.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Request takeoff clearance.
Tower. German wings. 2136. Ready for departure. Clear for takeoff. German wings. 2136. Check speed.
Сибирь 1004, занимаем исполнительный по Альфа 4, 10 правая. Runway entry procedure.
Okay, cabin crew, take your seats. Clear for the approach. Ready to go.
We request to descend altitude 2000 feet.
Take off.
Thrust set.
Airspeed alive.
Eighty knots. V1.
Rotate.
Rotate. Positive right. $400 feet.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1 set.
Flaps up.
Speed check. Autopilot on. Flaps up set.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds, on, backs, auto, landing gear, up and off, flaps, up and no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew?
Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level
Oh, thanks.
050. Okay. Now. Flight level 100. Happy to release the cabin?
Affirmative.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
1000 to level off.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices available. We request that you keep the aisles clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and also for your own safety. Thank you.
Так, сейчас 250.
Traffic.
You have control?
I have control.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Leave the APU on after engine start. Final approach fix altitude is 3,500 feet. Decision altitude is 731 feet. Missed approach altitude is 4,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. No APU required. We'll be using the GPU after shutdown. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
I have control.
You have control.
Descent checklist.
Standby. $1,000 to level up.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 600 feet. Recoil. Check it. Auto brake. Level 2. Landing data.
VRF 143, minimums 731 feet.
VRF 143, minimums 731 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1 set.
Transition set altimeter 1021.
Cabin crew prepare for landing. 1021 set. Passing 9,900.
Approach checklist.
10,000. Standby. Now.
Flaps 5.
Speed check.
Will be arriving at our destination shortly. If you are making a connection to another flight, please see the customer service agent meeting this flight or video monitors inside the terminal for connecting gate information.
Flaps 5 set.
For your continued safety, flight attendants will
Approach checklist.
secure it for landing. We'll be
Approach checklist. Altimeters.
papers and any other
Set and check it.
discard or may not
1021 set. Approach checklist completed.
Also in preparation for landing, please
Gear
turn off
down,
all
flaps
electronic
50.
devices.
Speed
Don't
check.
use devices
Speed break up.
with all
Gear
other
down.
carry-on items. Please use caution when opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your
Flaps
tray
15
tables,
set.
return your seats to their upright positions, and check the security of your seatbelts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Autopilot on.
Flaps 3T.
Speed check.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake. Flaps 30 set.
Automat.
Double check that please. Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 3T green light.
Landing checklist completed.
Cleared.
Flight deck. Okay, shukran. Captain, the cabin is secured.
Домодедово трафик, Сибирь 1004, прямой захват курсового, полоса 32 левая.
Autopilot off. Final approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach, altitude not set. Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats. One thousand feet, stabilize.
Continue.
Five hundred feet.
Landing.
400.
Landing.
Approaching minimum.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Minimums. Speed breakup.
Good landing overall.
Reversals no. $60 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the
Check speed.
flight. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign and the aircraft is parked safely at the gate. This will be your indication it is safe to move about the cabin, gather your belongings, and disembark. We'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We appreciate your business and hope to see you again on a future flight.
Домодедово, трафик, Свердловск, 10.04, Сибирь, поправ, Сибирь, 10.04, на стоянке. Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check. We are not at 3 minutes yet.
Так, что у нас вышло? 305. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps off. Probe heat off. Hydraulic panel set. Flaps.
Up.
Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Secure the aircraft.
Secure checklist IRS. Something is wrong here. Emergency exit light. Something is wrong here. Window heat. Off. Backs. Something is wrong here. Secure checklist complete.